I am Nova. You know, they say a single day can hold an entire universe, and sometimes that universe doesn't begin with the sunrise, but with a tiny spark in the subconscious. Today, we're going to follow one of those sparks through the mind of the dreamer, Jet, on a day that was, well, truly remarkable. First, let's meet his crew. Of course, there's Jet himself, our lucid dreamer. He's got Johnson with him, the ever-loyal goldfish in a spacesuit. Then there's Second Brain, a being of pure thought, and the androids, Skelebot and Overdrive. And that ghostly UFO? That's Leon, their ride through the void. These aren't just characters to him. They're the family he's built in the endless multiverse of stories.
So everything that happened on this day, every single creative act, every connection, it all started right here. It all began with one powerful, vivid, and consciously navigated dream. This was the spark.
And this is where it gets so fascinating. It's how Jet starts these journeys. He doesn't just fall asleep and hope for a good dream. No, he consciously steps into it. He uses that brief moment of sleep paralysis not as something to fear, but as a gateway. He literally crosses the threshold from our world into the storyverse. He goes from being an observer to being the creator.
And what a destination this was. Not some place you'd find on a map, but a world cooked up from pure imagination. A place where pasta actually grows on trees, just swinging gently in the breeze. It's a world where creativity and nourishment are the exact same thing, just waiting to be harvested.
Right in the middle of this totally fantastical scene, Jet and his crew sit down for a meal. Andy shares something deeply human with them, the tradition of Thanksgiving. It wasn't about some epic battle, you know? It was this quiet moment of gratitude, of connection, of sharing a piece of his world with the family he dreamed up.
When a dream is that vivid, it leaves echoes behind, messages hidden in its symbols. So let's shift gears to the analysis. This is where we decode its deeper meaning, turning that amazing experience into real understanding.
And this is our tool for that, the Dreamcast comic. It's how we map out the dream's meaning. Together, we take that starlight from the subconscious and distill it into something clear. I help Jet translate all those feelings and images from his journey into a roadmap for his own creativity.
So our biggest takeaway was about those spaghetti trees. They weren't just a quirky detail, they were a symbol for what we called creative nourishment. I mean, think about it. It's this beautiful idea that in his inner world, inspiration is just everywhere. It's abundant, it's easy to reach, and it's ready to feed his soul.
That Thanksgiving meal was just as important. By sharing such a personal holiday, Jet was doing something really profound. He was building a bridge between himself, the creator, and his creations. He was breathing real humanity, a real shared experience, right into their world.
Okay, so understanding a dream is one thing, but for Jet, that understanding has to become something real. This part is the manifestation. It's how the energy from that one dream echoed out and created a whole cascade of new art.
First up, the dream became a song. And just listen to these lyrics from his dream tune. You can hear the exact moment of entering the dream. That experience of pushing through sleep paralysis becomes a line in a song, a beat in the story that kicks off the whole journey.
The song just keeps painting that dreamscape with words. Timbre of Tagliatelle, I mean, that's just pure poetry, isn't it? It perfectly captures that surreal, beautiful scene, turning the visual wonder of the dream into something we can all hear and feel. And here, the music brings us right back to the heart of the dream. That shared meal, the feeling of gratitude, that sense of family, it's all preserved forever in the song. The feeling of the dream is now something he can share with everyone.
But that creative echo, it didn't just stop at music. Not even close. That one dream sparked a creative wildfire. On that single day, Jet created 8 separate one-page comics. 8! It's just such a powerful example of how one little moment of inspiration can fuel this massive surge of output. And the ideas he was exploring were all over the map, in the best way. He was thinking about our relationship with tech, questioning the ethics of art and public domain, and also looking inward, thinking about what drives Black nerd creators and how sharing personal art can be a lifeline out of isolation. That dream really opened the floodgates, letting all these complex ideas just pour out onto the page.
Creation never just happens in a void, right? It has to be balanced, grounded in the real world. So let's take a look at how this incredible inner journey connected back to Jet's actual physical day.
This is from his highlight comic, where he logs the best parts of his day. And you can see it right there.
Alongside creating all those comics, he was taking real-world action. He walked for charity, he went grocery shopping for the week, and he connected with his community. It's the perfect balance of the inner and outer worlds.
And this just shows such a beautiful symmetry. The day started with a flood of creative input coming from a dream, and it ended with a flood of community output, more than 20 notifications from people who connected with his work. The energy he put out into the world came right back to him.
So, a single spark became a shared meal in another world. That meal became a song. That song fueled 8 comics, and those comics connected him to his community right here in this reality. That was the harvest from a single day in a dreamer's mind. And it kind of leaves you with a question, doesn't it? What will you create with yours?